Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. Good morning. This is video number 8 in our video series regarding the ethical use of AI in research. In today's video, we're going to see how we can utilize the ChatGPT, the Overleaf, and the Draw.io to come up with a flowchart. In one of our videos last year, I think we demonstrated how we can utilize the Microsoft Word to draw a flowchart. So actually drawing a flowchart is not a kind of an easy task because you need to connect all the steps that are supposed to be connected together, and also the presentation, it has to be catchy so as to attract the audience or the readers. And at the same time, it should portray the entire process that you want to demonstrate. It's very important actually flowchart in research because it gives the audience or maybe the readers the ability to understand a concept without even reading the process. So by just glancing at the pictorial representation, one can be able to tell where the research started and where it is being expected to end and what process is being followed. And this will also help in the replication because one of the beauty of research is replication. So once a research is being done here, so it has to be replicated somewhere. So the person that is replicating that will be using that particular flowchart to follow that particular process. So in today's video, we're going to utilize the ChatGPT, then the Overleaf, okay, and we will also going to use a draw draw.io. So we're going to use these two together. So here, if you don't have an account, so when you open it, you just go ahead and sign up using either your Google account or maybe using your email address. But I have already have an account, so I will just after the page has opened, so I will click on the new project. So I will now click on the blank. So I will have to give the project a name. So I will save it using any name. So let's say F. So this is the draw .io also. So you need to also create an account. You can use your Google account or you can use any email address to sign up for this. Okay, let us come back to the ChatGPT. So let me just ask ChatGPT to give me a kind of, let's say I'm conducting a research on waste disposal in low income area. So I will now ask the ChatGPT to give me the step-by-step methodology process of this particular research. So I can now say write let's say the step by step, let's say methodology section or process, let's say of a research let's say on waste disposal low income areas. So it will give me the step by step methodology section. So these are the steps that one is supposed to follow in order to come up with this particular lesson. So you start with the research design and it continues like that. So now we're going to use the first the overlay using the latest code. So we'll now say, or maybe you can now ask the ChatGPT to write, let's say write a latex code of a flowchart. Let's say with shapes to demonstrate the above process or the above let's say the above steps. Okay, So the code is a what? Is a latex code that we're going to use, and we're going to utilize the overlay to uh, to compile the generated code. So the ChatGPT is generating the code. So let's see what it will give us. So I think it has finished generating. So I will just copy this code. So I will now come to the to this particular overlay. So first of all, it will show you this. So you need to select all and delete. So I will now paste the code that I have copied, this code from the ChatGPT. So I will now recompile it. So you see it has given me a flowchart, but if you look at this flowchart, it is a kind of somehow just a straight line. So I can maybe modify the command so as to give me a kind of a catchy one. So let me say, uh, make it complex. Let's say complex. Let's say by placing, let's say by placing similar and maybe related steps. Let's say side by side. So I will now run this again to generate another code. Okay. So it has finished generating the code. I will copy the code. I will come back here. I will refresh it. So I will delete this existing one. So I will replace it with the one I just copied. Then I will recompile again. So you have now seen that it has changed the presentation. So you can go back to ChatGPT, you play around with the command. So you'll be changing the command and it will be changing the output until it presents you with a kind of one that suits your own needs. Then you continue. So this is with regard to the ChatGPT plus the overlay. So now we're going to look at the ChatGPT plus the uh, draw.io. So here we're going to modify this. So instead of the latest code, I'm going to use the Marmet code. So and I would ask it to generate the code for me. So it has finished generating the code. So I can now copy this code. So I will come to this. So ideally, you are to start with a kind of a new workbook. So you save it using a kind of a specific name. Then you come to this particular plus sign. Then you come to advanced. Then there is a manage. So you now select the manage. So here you have this. So you delete this and you now paste the one you copied from the ChatGPT. So see it has now uh, redraw this for you. So you can see this one is somehow more presentable than the ChatGPT plus the overlay. And the beauty of this is that you can edit it. You can edit all these things. You can edit it. You can delete it. You can maybe check another one. So you can just drag it here and you can distance. So you can play around with it. You can change whatever you want to change. Let's say maybe let's also change the command to see whether it will change anything. So here we say by placing similar and related steps side by side. So let's say uh, equally, yeah, let's say equally make it a kind of more presentable. So you just uh, give it a time, it will generate the new code. Maybe my internet is having an issue. Okay, let me run it again to see. Okay, maybe it's my internet. Let me change the connection. Okay, it's back. So let me just run it again. See. So it has finished writing the minute code. So we can copy this and maybe let's open another new file to see whether there will be a difference. So let's save the file using this. So so we'll now come to this plus sign. So we go to the advanced, then we come to this image, then we paste the new one. So so you can now see it has given us something uh, maybe different from the other one. So you can play around with this. You can increase it, decrease it, change the orientation, and do whatever editing that you want to do. So this is the advantage of this over this, because here you can download this using either the PDF. So you see, and you cannot edit the PDF unless you can just edit uh, the the codes so as to change the information here. But here you can just use this particular information to change whatever you want to change. You can do a lot of things. You can increase this, reduce it, take it somewhere, and do whatever you want to do. So assalamu alaikum. This is regarding this. So in the next video, we're going to look at something else. Assalamu alaikum.